Okay, here we are
Okay.
starting again. Lord Mayor reading page 3616, Three Incredible Weeks, 1954. Betty Loman's reading.
Okay. Many of those gathered bowed to him. Some brought garlands, which they placed around Baba's arm. Some brought money, but they were not permitted to leave it at his feet. One poor woman did place a coin on Baba's left foot. Baba left it there for a while, but later moved his foot and the coin fell away. He covered it with gravel and sat for a long time gazing at the spot. I love them all, he spelled out to the Westerners. Big, small, high, low, rich, poor, all. Occasionally he would bend down, pick up a stone, and throw it to one of the Western men. He also told them, I am whatever anyone takes me to be. Almost 7,000 people had gathered that day, but because Baba gave his personal contact to Faram Working Boxwala, the Satha family, Wayman Padale, Bhagirath, and Kokila Tiwari, Adi's sisters, Piroja and Dolly, Rustam, Kaka's family, Kaka Chinchorkar, Pandoba, and Dake, Baba had no time left to hand out prasad to everyone present. After 3 hours, at 6 o'clock, despite Sarosha's request that he stay for another half hour, Baba climbed on top of Adi's Chevrolet and waved to those still waiting in line, was slowly driven out of the compound. He then took his seat and returned to Marazad. Kushru quarters is located in a predominantly Muslim section of the city known as Zendi Gate. During this function, many Muslims had come, as well as Parsis and Hindus. Meher Baba's love is for all mankind, and every caste and religion shared in it equally. And here are some nice photos of this gathering at Kushru quarters. Wow.
Betty, can you get a little closer to get the
Oh,
microphone closer to you, or
okay.
it's a bit difficult to hear you?
All
Like,
right.
that's better. Good,
Oh, wait.
good.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Now, is this better? It should be. Is
It
that
is better,
it
better.
is?
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that. All right. Kushru Quarters, 26th September, 1954. Fred Marks is at lower right. He's so tall, he has to bend way down. The next day, 27th September, Dr. Natarajan and Spears went to Mehrabad, where Padri, Adri Sr., and Krishna gave them a tour. Baba was not scheduled to come to Mehrabad until the meetings, but he came unexpectedly that morning, explaining to the Westerners, I did not want to come as I have other things to deal with, but the women Mandali had presents they wanted me to give you with my own hands and to distribute my photographs, which I have signed. Shall I show this footnote here?
Yes, please.
Baba signed over 300 photographs meant for those in the West who loved him. Names of some specific recipients were included in the packet of photographs given to each of the men who had come to India. Well, that meant he had to find the right person to give a package to. Wow. The Japanese man Hitaka had returned from Calcutta, and Baba ordered him to keep silence from midnight that night to the evening of the 28th to think of Baba alone and read his messages. So that's at least 2 days if they were at Kushru quarters on the 26th. As Baba would not be coming to Mehrabad the next day, and there would be no time for him to meet the Westerners again, individually, this was, in a way, his goodbye to them. To all you meet and see, give my love, he said, the only thing worth receiving. That's beautiful. Baba, now we're on page 3617. Baba told Hitaka, "You may become one of my chief workers in spreading my work in Japan and other places. But you must first absorb me and feel that you love me. To tell others what we do not feel ourselves is hypocrisy. So feel, then speak with conviction. I will help you, for I am in you. For the last 7 nights I have had no rest, but I am happy." As Baba sat one final time with his lovers in the west room of Meher Retreat, there was no more need for music, Darwin Shaw later wrote. No more need for discourses, no more need for anything, but only to sit and gaze upon his lovely being. This Baba allowed them to do. Darwin described these last moments with the Master. Baba sat there like a beautiful flower. Waves of love just flowed from him. The room became love's sanctuary. As the wind was sighing through the window high up the wall, it made a noise. Baba smiled and pointed to it. We nodded. No one wanted to break the enchantment of that quiet time. We were just silence and sat there. Baba's beauty was irresistible. For my part, I could not take my eyes from his lovely face. And it turned out to be one of those occasions that, when I watched him, it looked like veils began to fall away from his face. That which was exquisitely beautiful became indescribably more beautiful. Love that was pure divine love became universal, illimitable, measureless love. There was nothing but an endless, measureless beyond of pure, sweet, beautiful, timeless love. Baba was drawing us deeply into his being. We were just completely melted away. It was so glorious. Then Baba asked different ones what they were thinking. Darwin replied, "Of you, Baba, you are all love." Baba embraced each man one by one. All the men left except Sabak Kotwal and Darwin, who were too overwhelmed, too intoxicated to move. After issuing certain instructions to Pendu, Padri, and Vishnu, Baba departed for Meherazad. Meherabad blossomed in all its glory. Large pandals were raised and temporary electric connections provided. Bathrooms and toilets were improvised and cooking arrangements made. Pendu had hired tables and chairs for the guests to eat on. Meherabad seemed to have surpassed heaven, Age observed. In heaven, bliss alone prevails, whereas in Meherabad, both bliss and divine joy were present. In heaven, love divine does not flow, but in Meherabad every atom was saturated with wine. Where is heaven in comparison? Heaven is a part of illusion. Meherabad was the playground of God personified to go beyond illusion. Those invited to the September meetings were to arrive on the 28th, and Pendu had hired buses and trucks to bring them free of charge from the railway station and bus stand. Baba, however, displayed his Leela as from the evening of the 27th, thunder and lightning filled the skies. The organizers did not pay much attention to this change in the weather because it had often grown cloudy that month. But it began raining heavily, and all the carefully made arrangements were rendered useless. Everywhere there was mud and slush. At least Pendu had the foresight to provide cots for sleeping, chairs and tables to eat on, and tin sheet roofs over the tents, for which the guests were grateful. The meeting tent had been pitched alongside the main road near the railroad tracks, on the spot where the Sai Darbar had been years before, with 1,000 chairs inside. The dining tent was behind the Mandali's quarters at Lower Mehrabad. Due to the torrential elephant rains on the 28th, water began flowing into the meeting area. The Arangown workers dug tunnels to drain it, and dry earth was spread where pools of water had accumulated. Although everything had been done to perfection, out of jealousy, Indra, the god of rain, sent down heavy showers. Baidul's prayers had been ineffective, as Baba did not wish his lovers to have any earthly comforts. He wanted them to bathe in spiritual bliss. With pants rolled up, Pendu moved about, seeing that everything possible was done for the convenience of those invited. At the railway station, shouts of Baba's Jai were echoing as lovers from various parts of the country streamed in. They came from Andhra, Hamirpur, Delhi, Dehradun, Nagpur, Sauner, Bombay, Pune, Nasik, Satara, Calcutta, Kurdwadi, Solapur, and Navsari. Almost 950 persons arrived that day and were brought to Mehrabad in the pouring rain. Upon arrival, each man was given an entrance badge, signifying that the person had paid his 22 rupees as dakshina, love gift in form of money, required from everyone, though meals and lodgings were free. They were also given copies of an article written by one of the Mandali titled "The Truth About Religion," and the message, Meher Baba's Call.
Okay, thanks, Betty. Okay, resuming the recording with Marvin Winnick reading.
Bao and Bapu saw to sleeping arrangements for the men at the Sahavas. Those from the same place were grouped together. Pendu and Padre were so tired that they were unable to speak. Dr. Kanakandandi was assigned to look after everyone's health, along with Nilu. Don was to see to the Western men's health. Alaba to heat bath water with Gafur's assistance. Vishnu and Baal Natu to keep accounts. Nanakare and Bao to make sure the kitchen, latrines, and bathrooms were kept neat and clean. Baba had sent word with Erich that everyone should be given 2 Anacin tablets upon arrival. To purchase such a large quantity of pills on such short notice was difficult, but it was arranged. All settled in, although the rain kept pouring until 3 a.m. After this, the clouds dispersed, and the morning sun rose, shedding its rays of joy over Mehrabad. At 7:45 a.m. on Wednesday, 29 September 1954, Baba arrived from Mehrabad in a green Chevrolet, driven by Raghunath, Meherji's driver. Entering the hall, he smiled and asked Dr. Kanakandandi to feel his pulse. Baba visited the kitchen and went round the camp inspecting everything. On the way, his sandals got stuck in the mud, so he had to take them off and proceed barefoot. At about 8:10, Baba entered the meeting pandal where the Western and Eastern lovers had gathered. On Baba's coat was pinned an entry badge. Even he had paid the amount. Taking his seat on a makeshift platform, Baba addressed the gathering, dictating on the board while Erich spoke. The meeting for which all you dear ones have been called here is very important. What is meeting? Meeting means we meet. So before we begin anything, we meet in an embrace for the last time, as I am going to drop my body, my physical body soon. So meet me with all your heart, but not so tightly as to break my ribs. Last night, all the time I was thinking, why have the rain started, especially on the 28th, when you all were to arrive here? Because all these 28 days, there was sunshine, and all the programs went off cheerfully. The Darshan program of September 12th, the explanations to the Western group here, and another program at Sikori, where I went to lay my head at the feet of my master, and the program at Nagar on the 26th at Sarosh Motorworks went off cheerfully.
So that was lay my head at the shrine of my master, because I think he had dropped his body too, hadn't he? By then?
By then, yes.
Mm.
Then, for the first time, I asked myself whether I was the avatar. And the clear and definite answer was, yes, I am the Ancient One, the highest of the high. Then I asked Avatar Meher Baba, why this rain, this inconvenience to the lovers who have come all the way to meet you? Avatar Meher Baba replied, those who really love you would come with their heads on their palms, and this inconvenience would be a happiness to them. Lovers go to the shrines of past avatars, who I was, undergoing great hardships to revere them, and some even die in the attempt. If now they do not put up with such an insignificant inconvenience in going to the living avatar, Meher Baba, then it would be a farce to call themselves lovers. Now, after embracing you all, one after the other for the last time, we pray and confess our weaknesses. Very soon, I am going to destroy all the bindings of religion. Religion will remain, its farce will vanish. Erich was reading Baba's board in English, and his words were translated by Keshav Nagam into Hindi, Kutumba Sastry into Telugu, Dr. Deshmukh into Marathi, and Bujor Mehta into Gujarati. But Deshmukh was so overcome with emotion that he could not continue, and Dake had to take over for him. Everyone was taken aback at Baba's mentioning dropping his body. Several had men had tears in their eyes. Some were openly sobbing. Some were simply dumbfounded. The atmosphere turned serious, and all sat absolutely still in their places. Nanakur had typhoid, and his brother Vinu and nephew Bal Subadar brought him to the meeting tent in a car. He was made to sit on the platform with his brother and nephew to care for him. Baba's order was that even if anyone was ill, he should participate in the meeting. And although Nana had a temperature of 105, he was brought to the pandal. Each man went to Baba, turn by turn, for his embrace. Statements were being announced over the microphone, and the gathering was often warned, pray don't break Baba's ribs by pressing him in a tight embrace. To save time, embrace Baba only on one side. Don't touch Baba's feet. Don't garland him. Don't present him with any fruit, flowers, or gifts. As Dr. Dalit Singh approached Baba, he burst into loud weeping and was about to fall down when Erich and Padre caught him. He was made to sit on the dais. Toddy Singh was likewise wondering near Baba behaving like a must. Erich gripped him firmly and led him to Baba. Idita Satiraju stood near Baba, fanning him. To prevent anyone trampling on Baba's feet in their intoxication, Aloba and Krishna Nair sat on either side of Baba, covering his feet with their hands. At 9 a.m., Baba stated again, I am going to drop my body soon, and this is your last opportunity to embrace me. Don't miss it. By God's will, may you all be worthy of my love and not sell me. Baba's words made Kohiyar and Bal of Dabli weep like children. The wine had its effect in various ways. Some shed tears, some were stunned, and others wore a slight smile to try to mask their pain. Dr. Deshmukh embraced Baba on both sides, and Baba reminded him about his instruction. 3 or 4 others who had accompanied Deshmukh from Nagpur and who would follow Deshmukh as their leader did likewise. Baba instructed them to embrace him only on his left side, which they had to do again. Apparently, the disobedience had nullified the effect of Baba's embrace. After this incident, no one else tried to embrace Baba on both sides. From Sikori had come Yeshwant Rao, Wag, Purandahare, Nusur.
You got muted somehow. Oop. What happened here?
Okay, I've resumed the recording, and Ralph Jackson of Texas is reading.
Dr. Deshmukh embraced Baba on both sides, and Baba reminded him about his instruction. 3 or 4 others who had accompanied Deshmukh from Nagpur and who would follow Deshmukh as their leader did likewise. But Baba instructed them to embrace him only on his left side, which they had to do again. Apparently, their disobedience had nullified the effect of Baba's embrace. After this incident, no one else tried to embrace Baba on both sides. From Sikori had come Yashwant Rao, Bag, Purandhar, Nusarwan, Barucha, and Chuggan's brother Vasant. When Dr. Kanakandandi's turn, Kanakadandi's turn came, Baba again asked him to feel his pulse. The doctor did it and reported, "It's all right, Baba. You are fit." "But I don't feel fit." "Are you really a doctor?" Thus, by his Baba transformed the serious atmosphere into a lighter one. When B. Sastri approached Baba, Baba asked him to repeat the slokas from the Gita about the Avatar's descent. Madan Arora of Dehradun burst out weeping when he came to Baba. Why this downpour? Baba asked. Forgive me, Baba, he said. What has happened? Who says that, Baba? Forgive me, Baba, Madan said. I presume. What has happened? While moving about in all this mud yesterday, I thought we are so inconvenienced here. At Marazad, Baba must be so comfortable. When he comes here, we will put on gum boots to walk about. How could we have any idea of how we are suffering? If he moves about barefoot like us, then he will know. In the morning, when I saw you walking about like that, I was thunderstruck. Please forgive me. Baba embraced him, telling him not to worry. Whenever a tall Easterner or Westerner, such as Fred Marks, would come to him, Baba would make them get down on their knees to embrace him, which gave rise to a good deal of merriment in the Pandal. Gadaker and Edke, both former teachers in the Meher Ashram in 1926 and 27, began weeping when they came to Baba. Baba comforted them. Hitaka was keeping silence by Baba's instructions. Wasn't his name Hitaker with an R?
No,
No?
I don't know.
Man from Japan, right? Who was mentioned earlier. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting the recording. Hitaka was keeping silence by Baba's instructions. When he came to Baba for his Baba's embrace, Baba handed him a note.
No, the other way around. Hitaka handed him a note.
He handed him a note asking if he could continue his silence until Baba broke his. Baba permitted it. Footnote.
You'll have to read it, Betty.
After everyone had been embraced at 9:30 a.m.,
Ralph, hang on. Let Betty first unmute and then read the side note, Betty.
Okay. After leaving Mehrabad, Hitaka visited Nepal and Dehradun, where Kishan Singh was instructed to talk with him more about Baba. Adi Sr. wrote, Baba desires that when Hitaka pays a visit to Dehradun, tell him to stick fast to all of what Baba has told him at Mehrabad, and on his return from India at the end of April, he should break his silence and tell his brothers and sisters in Japan about Baba and his message of love for them. Hitaka became known in Japan as a peace activist, a supporter of global government, and a university professor who translated the works of Bertrand Russell, the Dalai Lama, and others into Japanese.
Wow. Okay, go ahead now, Ralph.
Yeah. After everyone had been embraced at 9:30 a.m., Sidhu helped Baba wash his hands and removed the garlands around his neck. Kaikabad was called and recited a prayer from the Zend-Avesta. Just as he finished, Matraduta Shastri shouted, Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Baba warned all not to shout anything until he himself asked them to do so. when the prayers were over. Baba, however, pardoned Matra. He also issued strict orders that no camera should click during the prayers. Due to this interruption, Baba again wished to wash his hands. There was no water remaining, so Sidhu was about to go for more when Baba stopped him. Instead, Baba signed to Padre to collect water from a pool of rainwater, which had formed in the pandal itself. From the small pool of dirty water, Padre took some of it in his palm and poured it over Baba's hands. Kakabad was told to repeat the prayer, which he did. At its completion, Baba bowed down to him and, as instructed, Kakabad uttered, Ya Ahura Mazda. Baba then offered namaz, and when Baba bowed to him, he uttered, Allahu Akbar. As a Hindu prayer, Nilu and Vishnu recited several slokas in Sanskrit, composed by Upasni Maharaj. Baba bowed to them as they said, Om Parabrahma Paramatma. Next, Dr. Duncan recited the Christian prayer in English, and at its completion, when Baba touched his feet, Don said, God Almighty. Dalat Singh offered a Sikh prayer, and afterwards took God's name as Sat Sri Akal. Sat Sri Akal. Baba then addressed the crowd. If you are tired from standing so long, I will allow you to a recess of half an hour. Then the other prayers will be recited. But I want to tell you that I never get tired. In my work, I'm never tired. So if you are weary, I will give a break. But if you all wish, I will proceed with my work. From all quarters, the cry was to go on with the program. Would you like to have a new reader?
Oh, continue, Ralph, to the bottom of the page.
Okay. So Baba said, now all move away from the sides and stand in front of the dais. Participate in the Master's prayer and prayer of repentance with all your heart. God listens to the language of the heart and is deaf to the dictates of the mind. So if you put your heart in the confession prayer, then God will definitely make you love him. What is known as virtue and sin are nothing but strength and weakness. Baba added, I too will take part in the repentance prayer for all those present and for the world. At Baba's request, the Master's prayer and repentance prayer were then recited by Kaikobad, Ramju, Dake, Kutumba Shastri, and Duncan. In Gujarati, Urdu, Marathi, Telugu, and English, respectively. Baba then asked Francis Brabazon to utter over the microphone. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai, which was repeated loudly by everyone present. It was it was now 10 o'clock, and Baba stated, "You are free to dispense now, but at 11 o'clock, be present near the dining pandal, as lunch will be served at 11:30. I will speak to you all in groups from 2 p.m., but no individual interviews will be granted. I will have personal talks with only 3 or 4 for work. I will have personal talks with only 3 or 4 for work. Whether it rains or not, tomorrow the meeting will be from 11 to 11:30 a.m. and from 3:30 to 6 p.m. I will then say precisely for the last time what I have to say. The Westerners were told to go up the hill and remain there. Baba left the meeting place and walked barefooted to his interview cabin, where, calling different persons, he began discussing various matters with them. What took place is not recorded, but to Hakumat Rai of Delhi, Baba remarked, "Do not ask me anything. Do not ask me anything. I know what you want to ask. You are very dear to me. Love me and make others love me." In Dehradun, Baba had told him, "When you receive my call, leave everything and come to me." He wanted to ask Baba about it, but Baba tied his tongue and instead gave him the original mantra of waiting eternally for the beloved's call, which helped him hold firmly to Baba's feet until the end. At 2 p.m., Baba returned to the hall and sent for the Andhra group. He briefly informed them about his Sikori visit and showing them some of the photographs taken there stated, "Many pictures were taken. First, I had been to Sikori as Merwan, and recently I went as the Avatar. Upasni Maharaj was perfection personified. I am the Avatar. And Godavari is Yashoda, Krishna's adopted mother."
We're resuming the recording with Honey Bunny reading. He added, "From eternity, I alone am. And if you love me even a little, I promise you on my divine authority that I will emancipate you forever. You should be completely honest in your enthusiasm for me. Whatever little love you have for me, be honest in loving me. Do not make a show of it." Annapurnia, the editor of the Andhra Telugu magazine Velugu, had written a letter to Baba a week before his demise, intending to read it at the meeting. The day after he had written it, he had come down with a fever and was semi-conscious for a week. Yet even in that state, he was calling out Baba's name. After his death, the letter, which was full of love for Baba, was found on his table and brought by Kutumba Sastri. Baba observed, "Annapurnia has come to me." Part of the letter, which was read in its entirety before the gathering the following day, was, O Lord of Lords, I have no temples to build for thee. Thou art enshrined in the temple of my heart. I have no flowers to worship thee. I place the wreath of my heart at thy lotus feet. O Ancient One, give me the courage and strength to love thee forever and ever, and to follow thee with unfaltering steps and undying faith to the heaven of eternal bliss. As Baba requested, every Andhra lover introduced himself to him. VLN Murthy and Ramarao Naidu sought Baba's permission to publish his messages in Telugu, which he granted. Baba urged them, I bless you both. Love me and spread my love. For that, my salutations to you all. Another lover asked for Baba's blessing to propagate his cause. Baba replied, I bless you to spread my love like wildfire. Remember, do it with all your heart. If you feel that Baba is not the avatar, say so, but remain honest to yourself. I am in everything that you say. Once you are convinced, then plunge ahead and have no doubts. One man, when introducing himself, said his name was Sheikh Babulal. Baba commented, in the Sufis' language, the meaning of sheikh is one who knows God. So be a real sheikh by loving God. Dharma Rao introduced himself, and Baba jokingly recalled, you are the one who would have brought about my physical death before the appointed time. Dharma Rao had dozed off while driving Baba during his Andhra tour earlier that year. During the group meeting, one Andhra worker became irritated with someone. Baba corrected him. I tell you, be calm. If you preach to others to be calm and peaceful and yourself do not remain so, it is hypocrisy. If Baba is God and omniscient, then he knows everything. What is the use, then, of your long-winded lecture? If Baba is not Baba and does not know anything, what help would it be, however best you may try to explain matters from your viewpoint? I know everything because I am in you all. I can assuage only Manikyala Rao's anger, who had been exasperated in the Rajamundry meeting. So be calm and cool. I forgive you. Bhaskara Raju introduced his bhajan mandali to Baba, who asked them to sing a song. They sang, Namo Meher Baba Avatar, Namo Dev Deva. Baba then asked the Andhra lovers to leave, and he himself stood up. With folded hands, he saluted all, and some lovers touched his hands before going. At 2:30 p.m., the Hamirpur group was called in, accompanied by lovers from Benares, Agra, Allahabad, Kanpur, Jhansi, and other northern points. Baba told them, do not take as much time as the Andhra group. Introduce yourselves quickly. I know all my lovers, and those who do not love me are also mine. But I want to hear for the last time the names of those here who love me. Keshav began the introductions. He first introduced a boy named Singh, who had accompanied Baba to Andhra in 1953, and subsequently had run away from his home to join Baba in Dehradun. Baba asked Keshav if Singh was behaving normally now. He replied that there was still something lacking. Baba asked Singh, do you know what real love is like? And then explained, the flame of love within does not even give out smoke for others to see. When you love me, you burn within yourself and yet seem cheerful with a broad smile upon your lips. You bear the pangs of separation calmly and quietly. Even a sigh of the pangs of separation is an insult to that love. Attend to all your duties. You can still love Baba by dedicating all your good and bad to me. Just as you cover your body with clothes and forget all about the dress you wear all day, similarly, dress your soul only once in a day with thoughts of Baba, and Baba will then be all the time with you, even without your paying any further attention. Introducing Ayodhya Prasad Rathore of Dagwan village, Keshav said that he had come to the meeting defraying his traveling expenses by selling his wife's jewelry. Baba asked, "Why did you do that? I was there with you at your home." Rathore answered, "Jewels can be obtained again in life, but there will not be another chance to attend such a rare meeting as this for 700 years. When Bhagwat Prasad stepped forward, Keshav said he was a retired Tahsildar, revenue official, and was a devotee of Ram. "I myself am Ram," Baba replied. Calling Suresh Chandra Nigam, a student, to him, Baba stated, "You are very lucky. Is it not your luck that you have attended this meeting? Now, from today, do one thing. That is, be absolutely honest and on no account speak a lie, even if your throat is slit." 40 men from Naranga had come. Baba made them stand before him and urged Babu Ramprasad, "You should tell people about me and my work and act accordingly." Ramprasad then introduced each lover one by one, and Baba was deeply touched on hearing of their love for him. Among them was also a sadhu. He had no money to attend the meeting. He had left Nauranga 2 days before the others' departure and was somehow able to be present in Mehrabad on time. When introduced to a barber named Ramacharan Nai, Baba asked him, "Can you shave me? Have you brought your materials?" Ramacharan said he did not have any equipment. Baba stated, "I am the universal barber. I shave and shape the heads of all." All laughed, whereupon Baba commented, "My humor is eternal. Due to it, people have no idea of my eternity, and I myself cannot gauge it. There is no one as true as I, and also as false." Gaya Prasad Kara, an old lover, was introduced. Baba asked Keshav to finish the introduction soon. Commenting on his infinity, Baba observed, "I am Ustad, expert, master. No one tells lies like me, and no one speaks the truth like me. I am both simultaneously, so I cannot be caught. I am God and appear human. I have lost everything, but I have still retained my sense of humor. I cannot be fathomed. I am so unfathomable that even I cannot fathom my own self. Yet I am the only one, the ancient one, who can be one's own by love, honest love." Okay, I've resumed the recording and Betty's reading again.
Baba gave some special prasad to Gaya Prasad and told him to eat it on the spot. Dr. Nath of Benares had come. Baba stated, he, Dr. Kare, and old Gaya Prasad did their utmost in the new life to satisfy my nakra, which is every fancy or whim. I said I wanted a white horse, and there it was. I wanted a camel, and there it came. I wanted donkeys, and they were brought to me. I feel so happy to see dear Nath here. You are seeing me for the last time in this body. So feel happy you came at the opportune moment. Adarsh Kare said, I want such love whereby I can really see you. Baba replied, for such love my grace is required. If showered spontaneously and of my own accord, it is like nectar. If asked for, it is like plain water. If anyone insists on it, it proves like poison. So just go on thinking of me and leave everything to me. Say, Baba, your will is my will. I'd like to read that again, if that's okay. Baba replied, for such love, my grace is required. If showered spontaneously and of my own accord, it is like nectar. If asked for, it is like plain water. And if anyone insists on it, it proves like poison. So just go on thinking of me and leave everything to me. Say, Baba, your will is my will. Baba continued, I will tell you something about lust and love. It has such a feeble link of demarcation that lust can be thought of as love and love as lust, and yet love takes you to God and lust binds you in illusion. The sign of love is one. Love never asks for anything. The lover gives all to the beloved. Lust wants everything. Remember that one who wants nothing is never disappointed. He who wants nothing has everything. Wow. Baba reminded Rai Sahib Ravindra Singh, I am the slave of my lovers. To Rai Sahib Ramashankar, Baba affectionately joked, I like him because his heart is sound, his body is round, and his love is all round. Baba reminded Bhavani Prasad Nigam, remember how you used to serve me the best of achar pickle in Hamirpur? And to Paliwal he added, what tasty food you served in Gota. Baba informed Pukar, who was stoutly built. You are my Hanuman. Do you know it? And there's I'll read the last line. When you give that experience, I will know it, Pukar said. And there's a footnote here. Oh, Hanuman was the monkey god who helped Ram rescue Sita from Ravana. Okay. Another student named Narayan Singh had come to Mehrabad without his parents' permission. Baba informed him, on your return, seek your parents' pardon on my behalf and say that it is Meher Baba's mistake that he gave you such love. Vishnu of Dagwan sang the song, Jai Jagat Ke Samarth. Hail, hail the all-powerful one in the universe. The song made Baba happy. Gauri Shankar Vaidya, Ayurvedic doctor of Roth, came forward and Baba asked him to take his pulse. It is normal, Baba, he said. The pulse of the whole world is controlled by my pulse, Baba stated. Baba cracked jokes with Sripat Sahai and others, and his ribbing proved the sustenance of their lives. Because of his endearing qualities, they would spontaneously remember Baba and the charming little things he said. Talk of achar, etc., might seem commonplace, but for Bhavani Prasad, for example, it proved his life's mantra, as seeing or eating any pickle or chutney would remind him of Baba. Such was Baba's method. His aim was perfect. His remarks, striking like arrows, created a lifelong wound in one's heart. After the Hamirpur group, the Delhi and Dehradun groups were called. Prakashwati's son Bhushan had barely turned 16, and so he was allowed to attend the program. Baba asked if he was following his orders, and then asked in wonderment, "How is it that you always get angry so quickly?" Baba gave Bhushan a very simple method of overcoming anger. Whenever you are about to get angry with someone, at once remember that he is Baba. Then you will not get angry with Baba. Dr. Sharma of Dehradun read a poem which Baba appreciated. Brahmadev had been ordered by Baba to fast only on water for a week, and thereafter his long-suffering asthma left him. He told Baba, "By your blessing, I have been freed from asthma." Baba corrected him, "It is no miracle of mine, but your love and faith. My only miracle will be at the time of breaking my silence." Brahmadut was another lover from Dehradun. He was standing at a distance, and Baba inquired, "In Hamirpur and Andhra, you were always fighting to be near me. How is it that now you are keeping so quietly away?" Brahmadut laughed and came forward near Baba. Addressing the group, Baba stated, "It is I who love. No one loves me. It is my love that is reflected through you all. Were anyone to love me as I want to be loved, he would become me, definitely." From Delhi had come Harjiwan Lal's son-in-law, Bishambar Gupta. There was an interesting episode about his marriage to Anguri. On the day of the wedding, Gupta's mother died. So, through a long-distance telephone call from Delhi, Anguri informed Baba, who instructed her to go ahead with the ceremony. After the mother's body was cremated, the marriage was performed with much pomp and pageantry. Baba remarked to Gupta, "Anguri is very dear to me, very, very dear." With Bal Kisan, Baba joked, "Had you not come, Kishan Singh would never have forgiven you." Baba asked him about his wife, Meher Kanta. "She is all right by your blessing," he replied. To Helan, Baba inquired, "How is all in your family?" Helan meekly answered, "All are well, Baba." Baba cracked in reply. From his reply, it seems everything is not well. My friendship is always like that. Quoting from Hafiz, Baba explained, "I destroy my friends and nourish my enemies, and no one dares come between me and my love and ask why it is so." He added, "He whom I love most will always be a wreck financially, as thereby he automatically gets clean. He gets so clean that with my Nazar his ego goes and Baba comes." Baba asked Todi Singh about his pecuniary condition and was told about his monetary difficulties. "Are you worrying?" Todi Singh said yes. "What is there to worry about? In eternity nothing has happened and nothing will ever happen. All that happens, happens now, at this moment, and then it is nothing." Turning to Principal Niranjan Singh of Delhi, Baba stated, "You must try to grasp this. If God had no beginning, what was before him? The answer is God. And what was before that? Only God. The answer is always God, but illusion has meaning due to time, cause, and effect. When the zero is added after a one, the zero has value, and the value increases the more zeros you add. But even if you put millions and millions of zeros before a one, those zeros have no value. Can you grasp it?" Addressing G.S. Srivastava, a stout, rotund man from Allahabad, Baba teased, "He has many worries, but the beauty is that despite them, he is growing bigger." The lawyer Harichand Kochar used to recite a poem to Baba in Dehradun about God realized Jivan Muktas. Baba asked him to repeat it, saying, "If you do, all your worries will disappear." Unfortunately, Kochar had lost the book while traveling in the train and could not recite it by heart. To N.P. Mishra of Delhi, Baba advised, "Remember me daily before going to sleep." Baba admonished Todi Singh's son Gajraj, "You should do some work, get a job." Gajraj promised to obey, at which Baba embraced him. To another Delhi lover, Baba remarked, "Baba will soon depart, but I am everywhere. So stay where you are and love me, and see me there as you now see me here." Baba handed him a rose petal to eat. Shiv Charan Singh of Batala had come to the meeting with his son, Air Force Commander Jasbir Singh. He asked, "Baba, please show me the way to control the mind." "The best way for it is to remember me wholeheartedly 4 times a day, at 7 a.m., at noon, at 5 p.m., and before sleeping at night. If you stick to these timings, your mind will be so changed that you will even forget your mind." Then the Bombay and Pune groups were sent for. They were mostly old-time lovers, such as Shinde, Madhusudan, Turakar, and Vishnu Chaban, but there were also a few new ones. When Gadakar was introducing K.K. Ramakrishnan, 29, who had seen Baba from a distance in Pune some months before, Baba interrupted, "What is there to introduce? I know him and he knows me. I am God in human form, and austerities, penance, and privations of births cannot attain me. I can only be found through love." Baba instructed Kawas Vesuna to love God. "I do love God," he said. "Because I am saying it, you will be able to love him," Baba spelled out. Years later, Kawas realized the full meaning of Baba's statement. Love for God is a gift from him. When once implanted by the avatar, this grows deeper and deeper until it consumes the lover. Fortunate are those who receive this grace from the avatar. One devotee wished for a message for his children. Baba responded, "Love God honestly by speaking the truth, thinking this right thing, and acting for the happiness of others." To a newcomer who introduced himself, saying this was the first time he was seeing him, Baba stated, "My dear friend, I have been seeing you for ages, so don't worry if you are seeing me for the first time."
Here we have Marvin again reading.
So Robji Singhanpuria introduced some of the Bombay lovers, including Jal Dastor. Jim Mistry said something funny to amuse Baba, and within 5 minutes the interviews were over, as most of these lovers were old associates. Next came the Madhya Pradesh group. To Abdul Majid Khan, another Tahsildar, another revenue official in Sayoner, Baba stated, "I am very pleased with you. How finely you have dressed." Taking his hat, Baba put it on his own head. Returning it to Majid Khan, Baba stated, "Now be worthy of it." Popali Pleader had brought about 90 lovers with him, including his sons Shri Ram and Gajanan. Baba remarked, "Popali knows that I know everything, and there is no need to talk about anything. He has full faith in me." To the father and brothers of Bao Kalchuri's wife, Rama, Baba stated, "Bao is with me, so take care of Rama, Mehernath, and Sheila. Rama is very good, and I am pleased with her. She came to Ahmednagar with the children for my darshan on the 12th, and she is happy Bao is with me." Finally, those lovers who were not in any regional group were called, and after talking with them, Baba left for Merazat at 6:35 p.m. Because of all the mud, his car got stuck, and several men from the group had to push it to the road. Being in charge of the health of the Easterners, Dr. Kanakadandi was not able to attend many of the programs. He would nevertheless do his duty selflessly, dispensing medicine to his patients with Baba's name on his lips. One night, Dr. Dhanapati Rao brought one man in a serious condition. He stated Kanakadandi for his he asked Kanakadandi for his stethoscope. It was broken, and Dhanapati pointed this out to him. It's all Baba's blessing, he said. He replied. Baba's blessing is surely there, retorted Dhanapati, but has he told you to examine patients with a broken stethoscope? Don't worry, your patient will be all right by morning. The man did get well and attended the meeting the next day. On Thursday, 30 September 1954, Baba arrived in Mehrabad at about 7:45 a.m., whereupon he saw the Sakori group first. He then sent for Principal Narajan Singh and told him, I had promised you could stay with me for 10 days, but now, instead, I will give you an interview for 10 minutes. I will definitely make you feel so conscious that you will know me as God, definitely, in an instant, unawares. Baba asked him, have I given you any other promise that you remember? Yes, to visit my house. That can be fulfilled even if I drop my body. Baba explained to Niranjan Singh the various experiences Kaikobad had undergone, but observed, although these might seem important to you, they are the experiences of illusion. Even those experiences of the spiritual planes are of illusion, but they are higher experiences which emancipate one from illusion. Please take complete charge of my mind, Narajan Singh pleaded. Leave it to me, stated Baba. Baba embraced him, and Narajan Singh asked, is this embrace for my wife? Baba embraced him a second time, saying, this is for your wife. At 8:45 a.m., accompanied by all his lovers, Baba led the way up Mehrabad Hill. Baba was walking so swiftly that both elders and youngsters were left behind. One could not keep pace with him except by running. After going halfway the distance, Baba sat down under a tree and leaned against its trunk, and all sat down before him. Several photographs and those taking films took advantage of the picturesque scene. And we do see one photo there. Reaching the hill, Baba went straight to his crypt and stood on the platform just outside it. The Westerners came and all sat down facing Baba. Pointing to his tomb, Baba stated, this is my last meeting. In 1920, 27, 28, I had stayed here for
Resting
6
place, Marvin. My last resting place.
My last resting place, thank you. In 1927, 28, I had stayed here for 6 months continuously. You will find a trench-like pit where I remained day and night in seclusion. I never left this place even for calls of nature or a bath, which were done only here. Sometimes I would stretch my legs over the sill of the window, but my body was inside. The window was open in those days, no screen, and termites had eaten the framework. When I used to sit there, the Prem Ashram boys would gather outside on the platform before me. At that time, a boy named Abdullah had an experience rendering him unconscious for 3 days. Footnote. I can't see.
Oh, unmute, Betty.
Yeah. This Persian teenager, Abdullah Pakrawan, was later nicknamed Chota Baba, meaning Little Baba. He was stationed on the 6th Plane for a period of time in 1928 during the Prem Ashram. Okay, go ahead, Marvin.
During this seclusion, I never took solid food, but remained only on 2 cups of coffee a day, which a Harijan boy named Lahu would bring from Lower Merabat. Baba, before beginning the seclusion, I had asked my women mandali to send me a full flask with Lahu twice, once in the morning and again in the evening. But instead, I was getting daily for 6 months, only half a flask of it. After 6 months, when my seclusion was over and I went down the hill to the women's quarters, I inquired, why going against my order? Were they sending only half a flask of coffee? They told me they were daily sending over 1 full flask. Then I sent for little Lahu, embraced him, and asked him to speak the truth without hiding anything. He confessed that he was drinking half a flask on his way up the hill, giving me the remaining half. Thus, for 6 months, I was actually only taking 1 flask of coffee daily, and that too, as the boys prasad. Pointing to Kaikushu Pleader, Baba observed, you see KJ Pleader standing by me. I had kept him locked in a room for 2.5 years only on milk, with orders to observe silence and not to read or write. It so happened one day that he saw a cobra in his room, hanging over his head from the rafters. Neither could he leave the room nor utter a word. Thus, the cobra was there for a few days. When Sidhu took milk for Pleader, he happened to see it. Returning, he informed the mandali, and one of them killed it. May God one day make him, leader, realize that Baba is the only reality, the highest of the high, and all else is illusion. Referring to his mandali, Baba remarked, the intimate ones of my mandali are real gems, who have been with me for many years and who are prepared to lay down their very lives at my bidding. A little distance from here is another room, the cage room, where I had closeted myself for some weeks when my mandali could not even see my face. When needed, I would instruct them on the alphabet board through a small opening. I wanted to show you this room also, but there is no time now. Now we will go down the hill, where in the meeting I have to tell you certain required things. So, one by one, go file past the tomb, and after seeing my resting place, leave for the meeting pandal and gather there. Baba asked John Bass, who was standing by the doors, to open them. Forming into a queue, the men filed past and looked inside. Some bowed at the threshold of the avatar's final resting place. Everyone then walked down the hill. All right, maybe I'll stop here.